Okay, easy enough. But watch out. Whenever you see one, there's more nearby. Seeing these kinds of ruins never gets old.
Anything here that can help you piece together what exactly that artifact is?
I have a theory, but we're miles away from where that artifact should be. These constructs! It means I was right.
Right about what?
About where we are. An armory. I think I know what the artifact
So if this is an armory, what sort of artifact are we finding? A weapon?
An archive spirit.
A what?
A creature of the Fade, bound to a crystal. Our ancestors used them to store knowledge and to help them dream. Mythalinast. Darkspawn. Watch out! Darkspawn. Here. I never would have believed it. Until today.
Another one of those resonance amplifiers.
Get ready. Once I shut it down, the path ahead will remain blocked until the magic dissipates.
We've got your back.
Got it!
We're not alone. Would you look at Rook?
I've never seen Darkspawn this deep into Arlethan Forest before. As far as I know, it's never happened.
Could the Elven gods be commanding the Darkspawn? Solus did say they were blighted.
You saw those Darkspawn, though? Something was different about them.
And we'll stop them. Once we get out of this bubble.
Right. Let's get to that central temple. More Darkspawn, right where you broke that wall.
And another resonance amplifier.
Should be the last one, I hope.
Fingers crossed.
notice something about the blight? Where it is, I mean? It's almost like it's feeding off the elven magic. If that building's what I think it is, then the alignment means we're here. This is it. This is where it was kept.
Where what was kept?
The archive spirit, or as the ancient elves called it, the Nodus Derthalin. It means the inevitability of knowledge.
Why is it called that?
I don't know, actually. The notes were never very clear on that, but I plan to find out.
More constructs ahead.
The inner sanctum. We're getting closer. Looks like this door is going to need a second power crystal.
Then let's go find one.
Another ballista. I bet we could use it to break through that wall. We did it! All that's left is the Nodus Thallen. I have so many questions for it.
You're going to ask it questions?
It's an archive spirit. You'll see. Okay, here it is. The Nodus Thallen.
So we take it and we're good, right? We can head back.
Oh, I wish. No, it's a lot trickier than that.
As if darkspawn demons and animated suits of armor aren't tricky enough.
I'm sure we can handle it.
It isn't that simple. If I remove the artifact the way I'd usually do it, it'll explode and take out half of Arlathan with it. Good news is, I think I can shunt the energy somewhere else. Okay, here we go. The way the magic is pulsing, I've never seen this before. It's almost like it's breathing. Wasn't expecting to fight an ogre today. Then again, I also didn't expect to learn that my gods are rampaging around and trying to end the world. Just one of those days. Okay. Let's see. Okay. There we go. Ooh. No. That's good. I think. Oh.
What does that crystal do?
Keeps the artifact powered. Focuses the ambient magical energy. That's why these things still work, thousands of years later. Oh. No, you don't.
Sulanan, Vir Sulevanan, and Asal Dirthara.
Well then.
I am the Nadas Dirthalan.
Right, I have questions.
I am the Nadas Dirthalan. What do you...
Guess it's broken like the rest of the artifacts.
It isn't just any artifact. That's the Nadas Dirthalan, an archive spirit. And it does work. Or will, at least. Its crystal is broken. I guess maybe the blight threw its resonance off somehow. But I should be able to fix it. It's kinda my thing, fixing magical stuff. Strife and Irulan will want to know about this. And the Blight, and the Darkspawn. Let me know when you're ready to head to the Veil Jumper camp. Ready to go?
Right. Let's get moving.
Come on. I'll show you the way to the Veil Jumper camp.
Wounded, 16 on bed rest, and some of our most experienced fighters are still missing.
We're running out of Veil Jumpers. Whatever's going on out there, it's scary.
Jahel and Milva never reported back from Demeter's crossing.
There are 100 people living in that village, or near enough. You're back, and you're alive. Good.
Sounds like things have gotten a lot worse since we left.
Darkspawn. They're showing up all over Arlethan, attacking anyone in their path.
We've evacuated 3 daily settlements already.
We ran into Darkspawn too, near the Nodus Dirthalan.
Wait, you found the Nodus Dirthalan? The archive spirit? We could ask it about the gods. Figure out their next move.
Whatever information that archive spirit has, we aren't getting it. It's broken. Luckily, we already know what to do next. Find Elganon and Gillenane and stop whatever they're planning on doing.
Easier said than done. They're elusive, even for gods.
There are signs of their presence all over Arlethan, but no one's seen them yet.
So that's it. 2 gods are running round your forest and you can't find them.
Well, the next time you decide to unleash ancient horrors on us, maybe we'll...
Demeda's Crossing.
What?
Irulan and Strife. When we came in, you said you'd lost contact with Demeda's Crossing. We could go check it out. The 3 of us, I mean.
You mean 4? You're not leaving me behind.
You were just wounded. We can...
You'll have to tie me up to keep me here.
I don't know what you're going to find there, Rook. Likely nothing good. But you'd be saving people, and it might get you on the trail of the gods.
Demeda's Crossing's on the far side of the lake. There's a small boat at the docks. It'll take you there. Watch your back out there. And good luck.
Okay, we'll need a boat to get there. Let's head to the dock.
What you hear about Demeter's Crossing?
Veil jumpers have gone missing.
Do we know why?
Someone will have to go out there and find out.
Don't be shy. Take a gander. And now that we've met, do your best not to die, yeah? It can be rough out there.
Yeah, that's the plan.
If it gets too rough, just come back and I'll square you away with better bits and bobs.
See ya.
We're losing too many veil jumpers as it is. Now Demeter's Crossing.
We need to get a handle on what's going on out there, and fast.
Sounds like a lot happened here.
What hasn't happened? This area is where Tevinter Magisters destroyed Arlathan City centuries ago. Whole lot of blood magic during the war.
And now?
Whatever Solus did stirred up everything again. The old blood magic from the war, it never went away. Ancient relics appear out of thin air, ruins float. It's like an old wound that never healed, and now it's bleeding again.
I wonder what this is about.
Sure thing.
What of you?
That was the capital city, Arlethan. This is what's left of it after the war.
I don't imagine it floated back in the day. We got it.
Rook, you ready to go?
Huh. A giant owl. Must be something to this. What the heck? Whole forest is weird. Here goes nothing. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Look at that. Harding, you sure you're up for this?
I'm fine. I need to get back in the fight.
Then let's go.
I've never seen fog this thick in Demetta's Crossing. This isn't right. The dock usually has people bringing goods to market, bartering and shouting. It's always busy.
Something happened here.
Stay sharp.
It's so quiet.
Too quiet.
Where is everybody? It's market day. People should be out selling eggs and buying bread. But everything's just abandoned.
They barricaded the main entrance into town.
There's blight in there. I can feel it. Be careful.
I think we can get in over here. It's blight. Even worse than in the forest.
Keep them in. Mayor's orders.
You okay? What happened here?
Keep them inside. Listen to the mayor.
Hello?
I don't think he can hear us.
Everyone has to stay. We'll be rewarded. All of us. No, you can't leave.
Hey, can you hear me?
Just stay here, and everything will be fine.
Someone used powerful magic to dominate the minds of these villagers.
The town square!
We need to search for survivors.
Let's see what we can find. Fan out.
Look at that. Is that an Aravel on the roof?
The blight must have lifted it up there.
This is Adeline. I knew her. She was a farmer. Sold spices to us, the best in Arlethan. I can't believe this happened.
This blight is weird.
Ever seen anything like it?
Never. Blight's usually dead, static. But this is alive.
Okay, let's keep going. Might be more survivors.
What was that?
Something big. Stay sharp.
Over there. 2 more survivors.
Hey, what's going on here?
Find the veiled jumpers. Bring them to the mayor.
They're talking about Jahel and Milva.
They said bring them to the mayor. If we find the mayor, then maybe we'll find your friends.
Why were they looking for veil jumpers? What did the mayor want with them? Look, more people.
Must round up everyone.
Must get them inside.
We will be rewarded.
That's one of your fellow Veil Jumpers? Melara!
Jahel! He's alive!
Melara.
We're going to help you. We'll get you down, Jahel.
No, listen. The gods have returned. I saw them. I heard their voices.
The gods did this?
A blood ritual to release the blight. The villagers, they said they needed power. Melara, be careful.
Help me, anyone!
Come on, that sounds close.
I know you. You're the mayor of this town.
The village. The people. Are they,
Blighted. Dead. All of them.
You gave them to the gods, didn't you? Didn't you?
They were in my head. Infecting my thoughts. They made me do it. Please, help me.
You betrayed your own town.
No, I didn't. I was tricked. Manipulated. I tried to protect people. You have to believe me. The gods told me to lure the Veil Jumpers to the center of town. The others were to be rounded up and kept safe. They would be the first to witness the glory of Gilnenane's new creation. She showed me gold. So much gold.
All this for gold. The villagers, the Veil Jumpers, the blights everywhere. Demeter's Crossing is dead because of your greed.
I didn't know. You don't understand what it was like to hear those voices.
The gods exploited his greed and fear.
I'm supposed to feel sorry for him? I say we leave him right here.
But I'll die. The blight! Everywhere. What if the dragon comes back?
If we let you go, you'll run straight back to the gods.
They were in his head. Their influence might linger.
I understand what they do now. I won't be tempted again, I swear.
Rook, you're a Grey Warden. You could pack him off to Weishaupt as punishment.
We'll send him to the Wardens.
No! I'll never survive that.
We take anyone. Even murderous traitors like you.
It's more than you deserve.
You don't understand. I felt their power. It's irresistible.
You're going to spend the rest of your life fighting Darkspawn. That's not enough to redeem you, but it's a start.
But
be grateful I'm even giving you this chance.
The Fade had opened, and the gods were free. Thanks to Solus, they'd woken up to find their empire, their subjects, even their fellow gods, all gone. But they still had the power of the Blight, and corrupting a village was just the start. They made plans to tap more of the Blight, all of it, to rebuild their empire. As a path to power, it had its costs. And everyone would pay for it.
Did you find our scouts?
They're dead. I'm sorry. Elganon and Gillenane sacrificed them in some kind of ritual.
Creators. What about the rest of the village?
The ritual spread blight everywhere. The entire village was overrun.
The few who survived are controlled by blood magic. Their minds are gone.
Elganon and Gillenane used them like puppets.
I dare say it was a show of force. They will not rest until you are on your knees, fearful, cowering, helpless in the face of such power.
Lady Morrigan?
'Tis simply Morrigan to you, Scout Harding. What a pleasure to see you again.
Rook, this is Morrigan, an old acquaintance. I thought she could help.
Morrigan helped the Inquisition when Varric and I were part of it. She knew more about ancient magic than anyone, except Solus.
'Twas both pleasure and necessity to help then, as it is now. Stopping Elganon and Gillenane shall require many hands.
So who are you exactly?
I have borne many appellations. Advisor to Orlais, Witch of the Wilds, friend to the Inquisition. My place here, however, is but a humble advisor on matters arcane.
Witch of the Wilds?
An honorific born of rumor and exaggeration. The fearsome reputations of your opponents, however, are duly earned. This dark turn of events shall only become worse.
Then I look forward to your help.
How refreshing. Your cooperative nature is appreciated in return.
What can you tell us about all this?
As dangerous as Solus himself may be, his imprisonment of the gods was just. To leave them unchecked would have been the very end of Thedas.
Just to be clear, you know your old friend Solus is actually the Dreadwolf.
So I have come to learn. It rather explains how he knew such a great deal of ancient elven history, and why he became so vexed when I attempted to explain it to him. Whilst I cannot claim the same depth of knowledge, the knowledge I do possess is yours for the asking.
I hope it helps. For all we know, the entire world will look like Demetus Crossing once the gods are through.
Not if we stop it first.
Ah, the confidence of youth. You shall need a good deal more of it.
I suppose you have some advice?
Set aside your notions of godhood and see them for the ancient, powerful mages they are. Standing against them shall require serious magic of your own. When you interrupted the Dreadwolf's ritual, did you happen across any of the tools he used?
He had a dagger, but it got lost in the chaos.
Then you would do well to find it. 'Tis better in your hands than those of the gods.
Is there anything else Solus might have had that could help us? We're in his, well, he calls it the lighthouse?
Ah, yes, the legendary sanctum of the Dreadwolf. 'Tis said his Illuvian, the Viravas, could travel to any other Illuvian of his choosing.
That's not how it works right now. It only goes to Arlethan.
I can take a look at it. Maybe fix it, even. I know Illuvians better than most.
Any help you can offer, we'd appreciate.
If Illuvians even work the same way, all the magic is different now. Our gods are back. Our gods! And they're killing people and blinding the world. How do we stand up against that?
We don't have a choice here. We stand against the gods however we can. Because if we don't, nobody else will. You get the Illuvian fixed at the lighthouse, we'll find the dagger. Let's figure out our next moves after that. Let's get to work. There's a lot of fight ahead of us.
Indeed. Prepare yourselves well and have a care in your choices. These are the times in which legends are born or slain. In this battle, I shall render whatever assistance I am able.
Right. Let's move.
You can do this, Lace. It's gotta be done. I should have taken the shot.
That would have made things worse.
You don't know that. All you have are guesses.
We're up against something unfamiliar, working with more rumors than facts. Of course, that's all I have.
I should have taken the shot.
Maybe you should have taken the shot, but we can't change it now.
Yeah. I just have to live with it. Right? Tried to stop the world from being swallowed by chaos, and now it might be swallowed by chaos anyway. Elven gods escaped from their prison, Solus is in your head, and we're scrambling to figure out what to do. And Varric.
Varric knew the risks. He knew what it might cost.
We're still standing. The fight's not over.
You know, I like that about you, Lace. You don't stop fighting, you push for answers and action, while I can get stuck on questions forever.
Well, we need someone who can put the pieces of the puzzle together. We're fighting the unknown.
Exactly. Everyone has a part to play. Varric brought us together because of our strengths. He wanted a team he could rely on. We have to be that team.
Play to our strengths.
And rely on each other.
I think I can manage that.
Then let's find Solus's dagger. It'll be a start. Look.
There's magic lingering in this spot. Strong. Old.
The dagger was here. Something took it. Darkspawn. Oh no, what if it took the dagger?
Only one way to find out.
Look, there it goes. Big darkspawn coming right at us. Let's get this gate open.
Look up there. That magical device.
Good work. Let's keep on the trail.
Darkspawn don't usually collect things, do they?
They don't, to my knowledge. But Solus's dagger is special. They might be drawn to it.
Anyone spot that ghoul? It must have come this way.
Company, get ready. Look out! More dark spawn ahead.
Here's the win, Rook. More darkspawn coming out of those pools. Trouble nearby. Nice hit, Rook.
Finish this!
Great hit, Rook.
Did you find the dagger?
I don't think these darkspawn took it. Let's keep looking.
Over there, our dagger thief.
More blight in the way. probably another one.
Nicely done. I mean, it's gross, but you can't argue with results.
Another one of those magical beams. There are 2 of these devices this time. I bet we'll need to direct beams at both of them.
That's one. Now to find the other.
We've got company.
That has to be the ghoul we're tracking.
Better hope it still has the dagger.
Trouble scouting.
We're under fire. Look out! Truck's hit.
Stay there.
We're under fire. Got us at range. Watch it.
They're shooting for us. Lyrium.
Harding? Harding!
This is the eternal hymn, the prayer and the proclamation. Is to know. We are free again, whole again, here again.
Harding!
I can hear it. The song of the stone. What is happening to me? What the?
Are you moving those rocks?
I don't know. I don't know how to control it.
See who ends this.
Take them out. On the left. They're coming from the right.
you're hit.
Get clear!
do to me?
Not sure, but we should get back. We'll talk it through there.
Your pet has failed, sister. And now the magic of the Dreadwolf's dagger is hidden from me. Fen Harel meddles once again.
If his dagger's beyond our reach, we must craft another. Made of red lyrium.
You said something took you over?
Something like that?
And it's still with you?
Yes. I think so. It can't be possession, can it?
I doubt it. Dwarves can't be possessed. They aren't connected to the Fade. Solus's dagger triggered this event. But how? Or why? I'm sorry, Lace. I wish I had answers.
It's all right. Talking has helped. And hey, we got the dagger, right? Mission accomplished. Dwarves have never used magic. We can't.
We're friends, so I'm going to be honest. It feels wrong. Bad.
Really?
2 elven gods escaped the Fade, and now this? What if it's connected?
Okay, I know we need to be wary, but I think this is a good thing. I feel connected.
To
the stone. Dwarves call ourselves children of the stone. Some of us have what we call stone sense. Those that have it can feel caves, lyrium veins, and faults in the rock. I wasn't one of them. Maybe the dagger unlocks something hidden. But this is more than the stone sense I know. You don't like what's happened. But it's not going to be a problem for us working together, is it?
Harding, you being here is never a problem.
Huh. Really?
I don't know what I'd do if you weren't here, to be honest.
That's so sweet. Thank you. I, feel the same. I'll send word to the Grey Wardens about the blight we saw. And then I'm gonna lie down.
And we need more answers about what the gods are planning. I'll find some place to relax and try to reach Solus in the Fade.
Good luck. Try not to let him get to you. It feels like we're finally making some progress. And I'm not sure what my new magic's about, but I know it feels right.
With their eyes on the Dreadwolf and the gods he'd set loose, they couldn't see their own personal demons coming to haunt them. Harding told herself it felt right. She was connected to the stone, to the lost titans, and all of dwarven history with its buried secrets. How could that be anything but good?
Guess I should find some place to try to talk to Solus.
Couldn't be one god, it had to be three.
Toldar is a tunal. Vedun gar velos atredum. But velos atredum is nothing like Isatunal.
Isatunal. I remember. After you touched the dagger, the prayer, the proclamation, Isatunal. What exactly are you proclaiming?
They don't remember. No one remembers. We don't even know what we lost.
What? What did you lose again?
Isatunal.
Yes, but what is it?
Isatunal is an affirmation, a statement of existence, of being. It means I am here. But no, not I. I is singular, but it isn't. We either. We is multiple, but also separate.
What?
Isatunal is the eternal hymn that encompasses all time, all spaces. I am, we are, this and that, here, there, now, and forever.
How does this get us anywhere?
Right. I guess it would be like a mage explaining how magic feels to someone who doesn't have it. I'm certain Isatunal describes how we, the dwarves, once were. But none of the books say anything about it. None of the histories are right. If we forgot something so important, what else did we forget?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I don't expect you to have an answer. Thanks for letting me babble, by the way.
Anytime. That's what I'm here for. Wait, that room wasn't there before. I don't think. Therefore, Harding must have put my pack here. It makes sense. Better place to sleep than the infirmary. Guess I can spare a few moments to unpack my things. Every time I look at this, I can hear that little girl thanking me for saving her village from Darkspawn. She said that since the Grey Wardens didn't have griffins anymore, I could have hers. If I hadn't been there, I'd never have met Varric. And never had to deal with the First Warden complaining I ignored orders. It doesn't matter what the First Warden thinks. There's a little girl alive today because I attacked instead of waiting for reinforcements. Varric and his life lessons. I asked him how we were supposed to stop Solus, and he gave me this. Take a long, hard look at it, kid. It'll always show the face of a hero who can get it done. Funny. Varric didn't mention that hero having so many scars. It's handy. You ever get too full of yourself, you can just look in the mirror and see every mistake that left a mark. But it's not just about you anymore. Harding's got a new scar because you sent her into that ritual. So do better. Nobody else should have to wear your mistakes. Hero. A peddler gave me this after I saved his caravan from bandits. He told me the scroll went back even before Tevinter. Said that elves had a rich history, even more than the rest of us. And we've got a culture that's lasted thousands of years. Good to remember everything we've done. Meditation upon the use of blades. Must have read this thing cover to cover a dozen times during weapons training. Working drills until I had the perfect strike ready to face anything. Everything came so easily back then. Right, that's better. Now, how do I connect to Solus? Just sleep or relaxing? Maybe if I clear my mind.
Back so soon. It must have been worse than I had thought.
Hello, Dreadwolf.
But perhaps I am mistaken. You may be here to correct me, to tell me that my concerns were unfounded. Perhaps nothing escaped as you stopped me from... what was it? Covering the world with demons?
I'm not here to debate whether what you said was accurate.
But to be clear, it was accurate.
I need to know what the gods are planning.
You are asking for knowledge no mortal in this world is privy to. If I am to share it with you, I need to know what makes you the right person to lead the fight against Algernon and Gillenane.
Someone has to do something. I may not be the right person for this job, but I'm the only one left.
So your call to action is that any attempt is better than none?
Back in the Grey Wardens, I was with a group of recruits outside this village dealing with the Darkspawn incursion. Our orders were to wait for reinforcements, but we knew that by the time they arrived, everyone in that village would be dead.
So you led your team of recruits in anyway, collapsing the tunnel and saving the village.
How'd you know that?
You helped Varric pursue me for the better part of a year. It would have been foolish not to learn about who was hunting me.
Then you know that if someone has to make a call, I'll do it.
I suppose I was not so different when I started.
Started what?
My rebellion against the Evanuris. The elven gods, as you call them. They wish to reclaim their dominion over this world. To accomplish that, they will need two things. First, the Blight. What exists in this world is a bare fragment of its power. The rest is imprisoned, until they release it.
I don't understand. Elganon and Gillenane were elves like you, right? Why would they want to blight the world?
It is my fault. As the Dread Wolf, I was a thorn in their side. When my efforts weakened their grasp on the elven people, they grew frustrated, then desperate.
And turned to the Blight.
Once the corruption took hold of them, they were blind to its horror. It was just another source of power for them. Now they would blight the world without hesitation and call us backward and foolish for opposing them.
The rest of the Blight is imprisoned? There's more than what's in the world already?
Yes. Centuries ago, the Magisters of Tevinter opened my prison. A tiny fragment of the Blight escaped. That fragment grew beneath the earth and led to the blights that have swept across the world. However terrible the Blight is now, it is a mere fraction of what we will see if its full power is unleashed.
The Blight didn't escape with the gods?
Elganon and Gillenane escaped largely empty-handed, fortunately. Most of the Blight is still trapped in the prison I created ages ago.
So what we saw at that village, that's them not at full strength?
Correct.
Then we shut down whatever they need to do to free the Blight.
They will need to pierce the veil to reach the Blight's prison. My lyrium dagger is one of the few artifacts capable of doing so.
We've already recovered it from the ritual site.
Excellent. Then they will have to make their own. That will give you time.
You said the gods needed 2 things, and the Blight is the first. What's the second?
Followers. They have called themselves gods. And what is a god without worshippers to sing their praises?
I'm not going to bend a knee to blighted, murdering monsters just because their ears are pointed like mine. I don't think many other elves are going to either.
Agreed. Elganan and Gillenane care little for the elves. They will find worshippers among those hungry for power. Tyrants and bullies. The cruel and the corrupt, who fear their own vulnerability and seize any chance to feel strong. If you hunt them, they will lead you to Elganan and Gillenane.
I came here for specifics, not fortune-telling.
I would tell you more were I not currently in prison thanks to your actions.
Fine. I'll go kick the trees and see what falls out.
The Veravas, the lighthouse Soluvian, can take you anywhere, if you master its secrets. Have you done so?
Not yet, but we've got one of the Veil Jumpers working on it. She'll get it sorted, and we'll see how it goes.
Yes, I suppose we will. And when you speak with Varric, please tell him that I regret what happened.
Rook! Hello? I've never seen an alluvian like this before. Not intact, anyways. Fascinating.
So Solus told the truth about the gods.
You heard? It's bad, Varric. If you'd seen Demeter's crossing...
The team needs to act fast. And it can't do that with me leading from a bed. You've got to take point on this.
I didn't come in here trying to take your job, Varric.
I know you didn't. But it's what the team needs right now.
You sure? Harding got hurt because she listened to me.
Rook, when I put this team together, what did I look for? A detective to find the Dreadwolf, and a scout to get us the lay of the land. Exactly the people he'd expect me to recruit. Disciplined, predictable. And then there's you. Remember when we first met, kid? I watched you lead a few misfit recruits and push back one of the biggest darkspawn hordes I've ever seen.
Just needed to find the right strategy.
And no other warden found it. You stopped that horde. Had to drop a town hall on it, but you've got a knack, kid.
For what?
Finding a way through the wildest shit I've ever seen. With a plan that no one expects. On the best day of his life, Solus wouldn't see you coming, Rook. And don't worry. I'll still be here to talk if you need me.
There is something. When I took over at the ritual site, I had to make a call on who came with me to knock over that statue. It was the first decision I made leading this team, and Harding got hurt because of it.
You made a decision with the best information you had. Sometimes you do that, and people end up hurt. Or worse.
What would you have done?
What would I have done? Probably gotten myself killed and failed to stop the ritual if you hadn't stepped in. A good leader isn't someone who never makes mistakes. It's someone who admits when they make one. That's how you earn their trust.
Did Nev tell you about me talking to Solus in the Fade?
I had some good arguments with Chuckles back in the day. I can't imagine being stuck with him in my head. But how are you feeling about it?
Your old friend is kind of an asshole, Varric.
I'd love to be a fly on the wall while the two of you get into it. Solus fought a rebellion against Elgar'nan and Gillenane. He didn't want to be a god. But he's also a lot older and more powerful than any of us. He looks at us like we're toddlers.
So how do I deal with him?
Well, act like you're as smart as he is, and he'll be insufferable. Show him you respect his age and experience, and he'll remind you he's just a man. Honestly, pick whichever of those pisses you off less.
He also asked me to tell you that he regrets what happened. Hurting you, I mean.
Chuckles is sentimental. He could burn the world down, and the thing that would make him cry is a single flower with blackened petals.
Demeter's crossing was awful. While we were there, we found one survivor, the mayor.
You sent him to the wardens, right?
Not everyone was happy about my decision. We're just starting out, and I'm already losing their trust.
The key to earning the team's trust isn't to only make decisions everyone agrees with. It's showing the team that they can tell you whatever's on their mind, even if they think you're full of crap. And know you'll listen.
I'll let you get some rest.
You're gonna be fine, Rook. Hey, one last thing before you go. I've been racking my brain thinking of contacts who might help us with these gods.
You got any ideas?
Nothing. But being a leader isn't about having all the answers yourself. It's about knowing who does. Nev has connections to a whole world that Harding and I barely know. Might be worth talking to her.
Will do. Thanks, Varric.
Anytime. others are up to.
Hey, Nev. Hi, Wisps.
Yeah, they're still here. But you're here for leads. You want allies to go after the gods? I've got places to look, if we can get anywhere but Arlathan.
Valara's working on it. What have you got?
Let's start with the angles we know. The gods are corrupt magic personified. Who do we hire to fight that? First, the Antivan Crows.
You want to fight gods with assassins?
Not just any assassin, their most feared mage killer, the Demon of Virantium.
It's a fancy name. Can he back it up?
That's the question. The demon got his nickname taking out blood mages and Venatori. From everything I've learned, the reputation was earned. I never uncovered his real name, and there's been fewer stories the last few years, but the Crows would know. I can set a meeting with their bosses.
As soon as possible.
I hadn't planned to dawdle.
You said the Crows were first. What's next?
A trip home.
Back to Minrathous.
Capital city and heart of Tevinter. An empire of mages that knows a thing or two about corrupt magic.
Tevinter authority
Won't help and can't be trusted, which is why we talk to the Shadow Dragons. They're a resistance group that fights slavers, blood magic, and imperial corruption. They've got eyes and ears everywhere, including mine. If the gods enter the Empire, we might get something. Besides, I owe them an update.
Are they all mages?
Tevinter might prize its mages, but the Shadows accept anyone. We've all got a stake in the cause.
Sure we can trust these Shadow Dragons?
You've got a better shot with them than most in the city.
So we talk to the Crows in Antiva and the Shadow Dragons in Minrathous.
I wouldn't mind checking in on my neighborhood either. If Balara's ready for us.
Yeah. Should check how things are going.